This is definitely my most requested video. Today we're going to talk about my custom closet. This is a part 2 of a 2-part series of a closet tour. If you missed part 1, I definitely recommend you go and watch that video. That will give you a good idea of why I decided to make it the way that I did, because I used a lot of the things that I learned from my very first custom build to change and keep a few things in this particular closet. So we're going to go and dive in, get to the good stuff, and start the closet tour. In this video, I'm going to answer a few questions, but I'm also going to walk you around the space so you can see how I'm utilizing it. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and enter the closet. I'm going to go ahead and give an overview of the space so that we can kind of get that over and done with, and then I will go into the details of the room. So as you can see, I've got one main wall with shoes and bags, and then this is going to be, I guess, the main wardrobe wall, but I also have my casual sneakers over here along this one. And then I do have one center wardrobe in between the two windows, and then this other wardrobe here as well. So one of the main questions that I was asked is, what is the size of this room? It is a 14 by 10 space, which gave me the flexibility to add the deeper wardrobes, which was really, really important in creating the space for me. I really wanted to have the deeper wardrobe so that all the clothing was within the wardrobes, as you can see. And I feel like it's one of those, I don't want to call it a small detail, because I definitely don't feel like that is a small detail, but it's one of those things that everybody may not even notice. If you don't have a keen eye for detail, you may not notice it right away, but that was one of the largest factors that was important to me in this closet. The second largest factor was the ladders. As you can see, I've got 2 custom ladders here, and I've got 3 tracks. I've got one along the main shoe bag wall, one along the wardrobe wall, and then one along this wall here. The ladders can be lifted and moved over there if need be, but I really don't need to move them very often. These are going to be my 2 main closet walls, and probably the 2 main areas that you're going to see throughout me creating content in this space. So let's go ahead and focus here on this main shoe bag wall. I did have someone ask where I have my handbags, and as you can see, I really wanted to have them throughout my handbags and shoes. So I've got several of them here. Obviously the top row is bags, and then I have rows of them here as well. I also have some along the very, very top section, and I think I have a couple of handbags in my office right now. And then I do have one open cubby that doesn't have anything in it yet. I'll probably store handbags there eventually. And these really high cubbies will eventually hold handbags as my collection grows. The next question that I was asked was in regards to my sunglasses and belts. So I do have a sunglass drawer here, and then underneath, which is going to be a little bit difficult for me to do with one hand, but let me go ahead and open it for you so you can see where I hold my belts. Underneath my sunglasses is a belt section. I also have bag straps in here, which is really, really nice. I can't imagine that I would ever need more than this, because I could actually put coiled belts in between the belts that I already have. So I do have a lot of room to grow. And then again, here are my sunglasses. In this drawer is my jewelry. I didn't even organize before I started filming this video, so this is real life for you. But I've got my more main luxury jewelry at the top, my luxury sunglasses here, and then I keep all my necklaces here. I definitely feel like I need to do a little something to help this area, but this is what I've got so far, and I really just wanted to show you how I'm currently utilizing the space. And then underneath that jewelry, I just have more jewelry here, which I love. I love having all of the cubby space, but that is basically my jewelry drawer. So I'm not going to go through the rest of the 8 drawers here. I do have more drawers in this dresser than I did at my previous one, which I love. They're also a different width and height as well, which I also love. I find them much more functional. I currently have 2 drawers that are completely empty. So I still have, that's not supposed to be there. That goes in my sock drawer. So I still have a lot of room to grow, but I basically have like my underwear and my bras, my sports bras here. And then as you saw, socks and stuff there. And then I keep my joggers and sweatpants in the bottom one. So we already went through the other shoe bag shelf, but it's also important to mention my sneakers. So this is like my casual sneaker wall. I keep my workout sneakers here. I also keep my lifestyle sneakers here as well. And then I also have this really large basket that I throw my slippers and slides in just to make it easy. And as you can see, I definitely still have room to grow. You can also flip your sneakers or shoes this way to get a little more in those spaces too. So I still have a lot of room to grow. And then I have one row at the very top for more like flat type shoes. And as you can see, I've got a little room there too. I also had a lot of questions in regards to hats, where I stored them. So I have 2 rows of hats, and as you can see, I could go up a little bit higher, but I've got hats on this side of this wardrobe, this side of this wardrobe, and my baseball caps and beanies are in those 2 containers up at the top. I basically have that as seasonal as well as accessories. So my baseball caps are in the one here to the left, and then I believe that's all my beanies and stuff, but my styled hats are along here, and I have a little bit of space to go up that wardrobe more. I also just wanted to mention that I keep all of my swimsuits here on the bottom, which is really nice. Since we have a pool now, I like having access to them a lot easier. So having those in those 2 hat box containers that I can see is really, really nice and convenient. I also had a few questions in regards to my longer hanging space, and I have 3 sections. This section is for my coats. This section is for my dresses. I also keep rompers and stuff like that in this section too. And then this is for my pants and my denim as well. I really, really love the way that I organize this space. It was so important to me when I was customizing this and designing it that I had a spot for everything, and it really just worked out perfectly. So speaking of functionality, I thought I would just kind of go through where I have everything and the way that I laid it out. This for me makes the most sense. So I have started out with my bodysuits, and it goes from tank top bodysuits to short sleeve and long sleeve bodysuits. Then it goes into my camis and tanks and basic tees here. So this is kind of like basics. Then it goes into all my button downs. These are all my button down blouses, whether it's short sleeve to long sleeve. And then next is my sweaters and cardigans. And then in this last area, I have my pullovers and hoodies. And then over here, I have my blazers. I kind of did a huge purge of my blazers, which means I have room for new blazers. So as you can see, I've got lots of room for new blazers, but that's my blazer spot. And then over here are my casual jackets. So I have my denim jackets and like my lightweight puffy jackets and stuff like that. And I'll go ahead and show you a little sneak peek of what's in here. I just have all of my robes. Okay, that hanger can go, but I have all of my robes in this wardrobe, which you guys know I'm obsessed with robes. And then these drawers are specifically for my jammies. So I've got my jammy tees, my jammy sets, and things like that in these 3 drawers. And I'm gonna open this wardrobe, but just know it is not organized right now. I had one of the boys help me put away my workout clothes, and they didn't do it the way that I normally do, but I've just left it. But this is my wardrobe, or my workout cabinet, I should say. So all of my workout tops are here, and then all of my workout leggings are here, and then my workout shorts are down here at the bottom. I mean, it's not too bad, but I'm kind of picky about the way that my closet is, but I wanted one specific spot just for my workout clothes. So this is all of my workout gear here, minus the sneakers and minus the sports bras. I also had to share where I am keeping all of my extra SLGs, and I keep them here in these cubbies. I will put these cubbies in the info box if you're looking for something to organize your smaller handbags or your SLGs like I have here, but I really love having this kind of area. And then I keep my Keep All 45 and my travel toiletry bag up there as well. So this is kind of like my travel zone, you know. I just kind of love having a space like that. And if you notice throughout the closet, I actually have 2 more valet rods coming, but throughout the closet, I have several valet rods. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 valet rods. And then I also have hooks on both of the doors. So I have another door over there. I'll show you in just a second. But then I also have these other hooks here for my 2 backpacks, as well as my bum bag. But I think it's so important when you're in these spaces to utilize all of the space. I'm gonna put more hooks along here. But if you notice, I have utilized every single space, whether it's the side of a wardrobe, the back of a door, or adding valet rods throughout so that you really can get the most of your space. I also want to point out that all of my shelves are adjustable. And I know there are some people that don't like the look of the holes on the side. I personally do not mind them. I find that the ability to arrange your space as you grow, as your collection and your wardrobe changes, that you have that flexibility. So for me, as you can see right now, I have my tall boots. Roxy was just playing in there, so she messed those up. But I have my tall boots on the bottom, and then I have like smaller pieces, and then it just kind of is custom to whatever I have on that particular shelf. I can change all of this up if I want to, and I'm sure that I will over time and as my collection grows. But you have to, for me, when you have a space like this, have a little bit of flexibility, because at the end of the day, the wardrobe and the collection that I have right now is not going to be the same in 5 years, in 10 years. And I really hope to be in this closet in 5 years and 10 years. And because of that, I really need the flexibility. So for me, having the adjustability to change things up is crucial for me and the way that I grow my collection. And I also just have to point out, this is eye level for me. So it is really difficult for me to get up really high. So as you can see, I added 2 ladders in here, and I just thought I would share how easy they move. Like, I am literally doing this with 1 finger. They are so smooth and easy to get up high, you know, when I need to. Being on the short side, like, that was a must for me to utilize this space from top to bottom, side to side. And doing that, it was almost necessary for me to add a ladder like this. I find that this was definitely the most important thing impactually that gives me the flexibility to get really high really quickly and very easily. And the very last question that I wanted to ask was in regards to budget. So if you watched my previous video, part 1 of this closet tour series, I definitely recommend you go watch that so that you can understand what I'm about to say. So if I were to compare my previous closet to this closet cost double what my other closet costs. And even though some people might say I don't see a big enough difference, if you're not familiar with custom closets, you probably won't, because you may not realize the options and availability to create a custom closet. But I personally feel like the impact is there. I definitely feel like it was worth it. This space is hugely different than my previous closet. I love the space so much more, and I really just can't wait for it to continue to grow with me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the closet tour. If you're new to my channel, my name is Amanda. I do a lot of fashion and luxury videos here on my channel, and now that my closet is done, you'll be seeing a lot more luxury content. So make sure to join the YouTube family, hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification button. If you guys have any other closet questions, make sure to put those down in the comments, and maybe I'll do another closet Q&A soon. But thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.